And as a goaltender, that certainly is bothersome.
Here goes Monahan through center ice, over the line. Nice pass, Gaudreau right in, cuts behind the net, trying to play it back out front. Holtby down, able to cut off the pass. Takes his time and finds Beagle. By himself, line mates changing, plays it in on the forecheck off the bench now is Burakovsky, but he couldn't get to the puck. There's a giveaway stop by Ramo. He's lost his helmet. Freezes the puck anyway. Goes off a stick into the corner. That was Frolik still out there. Here's Oshie trying to spring Ovechkin home free. Rolling puck, poke check, Ramo, and he bats it over the top of the net. That might have been going in. Ramo able to recover.
And then straight up the ice, and here's what I was talking about, Ovechkin never giving up on the play. Same with Ramo. That's a great desperation.
Wilson 6'4", 215. Here goes Juris down the wing with a weak backhand shot. Deflects off the stick of Chorny wide. Stage into the puck in the corner. Gets some support from Juris out front. Bulik with a shot. He was all alone. The puck goes wide.
Same message. Or the third day of training camp. We guarantee it.
Or picked back. Monahan pressures. Forces a turnover with help from Frolik. Here's Monahan. Scores! Good work on the forecheck. Pays off, and it's 1-0 Calgary.
Well, so far the lineup change worked. Now this line with Monahan's been really good. And now there's going to be a turnover right here with Carlson. Aggressive forecheck right there. So Orpik and Carlson get pressured, and then it leads to the turnover.
Earlier in this period.
Sure. We saw that a little bit in Winnipeg as well.
We did.
Right?
Matt Niskanen feeds it ahead. Burakovsky down the wing with a shot through traffic, and that's turned aside by Ramo. There from Ferland. Got the puck to Chorny, who fires it across and back to Wilson now. Chipped in by Beagle wide of the goal. Onto it is Chimera with a quick shot. Pad save, Ramo, and the rebound goes wide of the goal. For the Capitals, as they are back to even strength. Backstrom drops it off, intercepting the good play by Gaudreau. Johnny Gaudreau through center ice. In over the line, has Jones with him. Gaudreau shoots, glove save, Holtby. And he hangs on for a whistle. Snetsov, who gets the puck in the corner for Washington. Trying to feather a pass through, never got it there. Weidman got it back, hit the linesman. Dennis Weidman coughed it up. Kuznetsov behind the net. There's a chance, they score! Burakovsky with the finish. And it's a 1-1 game.
A lot of people are watching, are hoping to get a chance to watch Kuznetsov and his skill level and what he does so well. Saw an example of it. The 23-year-old was not going to be denied. He kept fighting for the puck with Dennis Weidman. Weidman gets in trouble right there, and what a backhand pass to Burakovsky. But that's all on Kuznetsov. That is just great determination right there. And Burakovsky making himself available, not making any noise, not making it known that he's sneaking in back door.
Pitches, gets the puck to the side of the goal. Knocked off the stick of Backstrom, but Johansson gets control. Now Williams, Johansson lost the puck. Carlson keeps it in with a shot, put it off the crossbar, and the puck goes out of play. For the play in the first, back they come. Gaudreau for leaks out front. Gaudreau passes, chance, Monahan, stop, rebound. Frolik kicks at it. Russell shoots. And Holtby makes the save. That looked like it was going between his legs. It may not have counted.
For whatever reason, they were put back together, and now they're one of the best pairs in the league.
Ovechkin carries in down the wing with a shot. Stopped by Ramo, lost the rebound. They score! Alex Ovechkin able to tuck it into the far post. After Ramo had trouble with the rebound, it's 2-1 Capitals.
Well, this is not the way you want to start the second period. 30 seconds in, giving up a chance like this, and Ovechkin bearing this. Ramo makes a save, but just can't track where the rebound goes. And I would not be surprised if this is going to be reviewed upstairs. That is awfully close. Mark Giordano gets a stick on it just as it's crossing the goal line. And we'll get a better view of it maybe from this angle right here. Not sure why Ramo would lose track of that one. And not be able to contain that rebound.
That's it. Johansson works the puck in. Behind the net, out the other side. Plays it back to the line. There's a shot from the point that gets through to Ramo, makes the save, and he's able to hang on.
He's still a darn good player, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And not to diminish any of those numbers, but maybe to put Ovechkin's numbers in. Well, we'll get to that in a second. There's a chance shorthanded for Staging. I hope he makes the save, and he hangs on. They'll get it set up. Kuznetsov. patience. Niskanen, Kuznetsov, Ovechkin, pad save, Ramos. Gaudreau into the zone, 3 Flames over the line. Gaudreau drops the puck off. Giordano with a shot, blocked out front. Good work by Oshie to get in the way, and here's Kuznetsov all alone, right in, makes a move, put it wide. Another chance, Oshie lost the puck. The neutral zone, goes wide, turns along the boards. Johansson, checked by Hoodler. Backstrom in the corner, threw it out front, there's a chance. Ramo looked behind him, and he's able to squeeze the puck near the post. Brett Kulak, ahead to Frolik. Michael Frolik trying to get around Orlov, cuts behind the net. Frolik out the other side with a shot, stopped by Holtby, rebound, put wide. Johansson gets a new stick off the bench. Puck comes to Orpik at the line, fires it down low. Carlson's in deep, Williams behind the goal. Plays it out front, one-timer, they score! Backstrom puts it over the glove of Ramo, and it's 3-1 Washington.
Well, you could sure feel the pressure that the Capitals were putting on the Flames. In any turnover, they're jumping all over and getting a number of good opportunities. And right now, the Capitals just relentless in the pressure they're putting on the Flames. And great down-low play right here. Williams so good in that position. Finds Backstrom, stays in the quiet area, then just sneaks into the high slot. And nice little delivery right there from Williams. Everybody, you could see puck focused by the Flames, not looking behind them.
Forcing a turnover down low. Kuznetsov, Ovechkin with a shot. That was blocked by Hamilton. Ovechkin keeps the play onside. Nice play. Kuznetsov with Oshie out front. Kuznetsov, Oshie scores! And it's all Washington right now as they go up 4-1.
They have great skill, and they don't give up on pucks. The Capitals' top players want that puck, and if they give it away, they want it back. They try hard to get it back, and here's a great example of it right here. High skill level. Kuznetsov gets it right out in front, and there's Oshie right on the doorstep. We have a goaltender change. Jonas Hiller now is coming in, but I mean, if you're going to give players like this opportunities, they will make you pay. It's a highly skilled group, but highly motivated. And right now,
just like that, what was a 1-1 game after one is now a 3-goal Washington lead.
Well, not what the Flames want in terms of now they have to have that goaltending conversation again.
Frolik late in the shift gets it in. And then turns to the bench. Alster quick up to Tom Wilson. He's hit by Weidman. Rick Englund over the line. Cuts wide on Orpik with a shot. Rebound coming off Holtby, and the Flames couldn't get a stick to it. Long pass. Chimera works in on Kulak with a shot. Stopped by Hiller, and he'll cover up the puck for a whistle. They had a really tough stretch for a couple of weeks last season and were able to overcome that.
And that 8-game losing streak, though, you'll recall, we were talking, they could have won 4 or 5 of those early.
Here's a chance out front. Giordano scores. Frolik with a nice feed. And the Flames cut the lead to 2.
Flames have shown a nice work ethic here in the start of the 3rd period. Giordano joining the rush right there, leading the rush. And then Frolik, excellent vision right here. Spots Giordano right in front. And for whatever reason, there's not a Capital in sight around Mark Giordano. He just sneaks in behind John Carlson. Carlson, the dilemma is, does he go at Frolik?
Comes up on the play as well. Monahan, Dougie Hamilton. Hamilton on the backhand, left the puck behind. He tried to pull it towards the goal, but he couldn't do it. And the Caps there to clear. And it's a 2-on-1. Chimera with Beagle. Chimera scores! Flames pressing at one end, and the Caps score the counterattack to make it 5-2.
Flames are trying to get their defenseman to join the rush or lead the rush, and that's okay, but if you make a mistake in the offensive zone like Dougie Hamilton does right here, just leaving it in an open area for the turnover right here, and then away go the Capitals, and Chimera waits and waits and finally spots his open opportunity right there, trying to figure out what Hiller might do. You see quite a bit of open net to the left of Hiller, and that's a perfectly placed shot by Chimera.
Second of the season for Jason Chimera. Stage and tips it in. pressured by Stajan. Williams gave it away to Russell. Here's Russell working it towards the goal, and Williams took it back. With Hoodler going to the goal. Ferland out front looking for Monahan, the traitor. That's deflected away. On the counter, Oshie with Ovechkin. Ovechkin makes a move. Ovechkin stopped by Hiller. Rebound. Oshie stopped. Then Hoodler gets the loose puck. Michael Ferland carries in. Backlund joins the rush. Ferland shot. Holtby save. Rebound. And Backlund able to settle it down. Bank pass. Ferland. Down by Holtby. He's been solid tonight. Has not been tested that much, though. No. Just 18 shots on goal. Possible 2-on-1 here. Here's Backstrom on the backhand. Scores! Nicholas Backstrom makes it 6-2 Capitals.
Amazing patience by Backstrom heading up the ice. Colborne all over him. He felt the pressure, Backstrom. He was trying to make a backhand pass across the crease, but he didn't need to, because if you watch Jonas Hiller, he moves far too much to the left right there. Opens up a gap, and Backstrom, when he realized he couldn't make the pass, just waited for Hiller. And you can just see the disappointment in Hiller. He knew that he had totally...
Randall's pass out of the reach of Frolik. Orlov back to it. Pressured by Backlund. Played to Weidman. There's a shot deflecting out front. Holtby able to keep it out as that puck pinball around. This is behind the net, and that will do it as the puck is cleared out. And the horn sounds. So a good start to the road trip for the Capitals, and for the first time in the history of the Flames organization, they're 0-4 at home.